Good morning, everyone. I hope you all have read the chapter Life of the Green World. In this chapter, you all have read about the plants which usually grow from seeds. Seeds germinate and grow into new plants. The process by which a seed grows into a baby plant in presence of water, air, and sunlight is called as seed germination. You also know that the process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called seed dispersal. The practice of growing plants for food and other useful purposes is called as agriculture. Plants of the same kind, when grown in large scale in the field for food production and other useful purposes, are called crops. Farmers follow a few steps before the crop production. To get good crops, farmers have to follow these steps. The first one is plowing, sowing, manuring, irrigation, spraying of insecticides and pesticides, harvesting, and finally storing. Now I'll explain you what is plowing. Plowing is digging the soil with the help of plow, drawn either by animals or by tractors. It helps to loosen the soil. Once the soil is plowed and loosened, the farmers put healthy seeds into the soil. This process is called as sowing. The farmers have to sow seed at correct depth and distance. After sowing the seeds, the farmers have to provide nourishment to the soil by adding manure or compost. Manure is organic waste of animals. Irrigation. Once the plants have germinated, they require water for further growth. The process of watering the plants in the field is called as irrigation. Once the plant has grown and started producing flowers, they are at a high risk of getting attacked by insects and pests. To protect the crops from insects and pests, farmers spray chemicals called as insecticides and pesticides. Next process is harvesting. Harvesting is the process of gathering mature crops from the field. Harvesting includes cutting off the standing crops and separating the grains from the chaff. The harvested yield is then sent for the sale or for storage. The harvested yield has to be stored in a facility that protects it from climatic hazards, pests, and rodents. The yield is thereby protected for the future use. After storing the crops, they are being sent to wholesale markets, from where it goes to the shopkeepers for further sale. I hope students, you all have understood the steps of agricultural practices. Let us revise once again. The practice of growing plants for food and other useful purposes is called agriculture. To get good crops, farmers follow these steps. Plowing means digging the soil or loosening the soil. Sowing means putting the healthy seeds into the soil at correct distance and in correct depth. Manuring, which means nourishing the soil with manure or compost. Irrigation, providing water to the plants in the field, is called as irrigation. Protecting the plants from insect and pest by spraying of insecticides and pesticides. Cutting the ripened crop and gathering the crop is called as harvesting. And finally, the farmer has to keep these crops in proper manner so that it can be used for later use. This is called as storing. Thank you, students, and have a nice day.